Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. And you'll notice I'm not wearing the shades as long as I'm wearing the mask because we are on YouTube. Let's get this thing up. Actually, was fucking with this a little bit. Kind of cool little graphic situation going on there. What's going on, Shredbeard? Of course. What's going on, man? Yeah, never mind that bot Rick saying that's one of those things I signed up for. I was telling everybody last stream. I signed up for it because I was trying to get all the chats in one place because we're streaming on YouTube, Kick, and on Rumble. But it ended up not working out, and I totally forgot about it. Shitlers616, what's going on, dude? I randomly decided to check up on your channel for the first time in months. It happened to be like 3 minutes before a stream. Yeah, cool. Cool to have you, man. Dime Day 128, what's going on, dude? Good to see you again. What's the thumbnail a parody of? Okay, yeah, that is a legendary... maybe you're not a metal fan. That's a lot of what these streams are, is we play, black metal, thrash metal, like really like the true, especially the old school shit. We play a lot of that stuff over here, and we'll eventually drop the YouTube and do just Rumble because we play a lot of like NSBM, National Socialist black metal, stuff like that YouTube will not allow, even though YouTube hosts most of it. So we do it over here. So what that thumbnail is a parody of is Bathory's third album, Under the Sign of the Black Mark, which is a black metal classic. Good Euro shit. I see Slayer. What's going on, dude? Good to see you. It's totally different doing this shit without the glasses on. But the reason I kind of want to do, like, when I take the mask off, I'll put the shades on. But dude, it is a bitch and a half when you're doing this with the bandana and the fucking shades, because the shades tend to like fog up. See here as I talk, they're kind of fogging up a little bit. I can still do it. I kind of do miss the shades. It's just been my gimmick for 13 fucking years. Metal AB, oh yeah, Mr. Brown, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. We got a lot of tunes. I'm doing a new little setup thing here, setting up the shit for the monitor and everything to get it to work, like a certain way. I think this is going to be a good way to do it. We're going to see. This is kind of like, you guys are my guinea pigs. We're only like 4 streams in since I've got back into doing this thing. But again, so you know the routine, we are streaming on Rumble, Kick, and YouTube for the time being. But when you see this, that means YouTube is getting knocked out. We don't have to play it safe anymore. We can actually enjoy better a little bit of free speech over on the freer speech platforms. But as the motherfuckers get to piling in here, we're going to play some more tunes again, some more of the YouTube-friendly stuff. Classic, old-school fucking death metal, black metal. We are going to show that Morton Red video that I happened to say. I was at the party that night. So those guys are fucking awesome. This Friday, that's another thing. I'm streaming Tuesdays and Fridays. This Friday, I will not be streaming because they are doing a stream over there to promote the release of their new split release with Lord Humongous. And they've got vinyl copies that are in color. Yeah, I've been talking to the guys. They're really excited about it. I would never want to take away from anything Morton Red related. So I'm not going to stream on Friday. I might do it sometime maybe this weekend or something. Maybe do a makeup stream. But I will not be doing it Friday. But I will play the Morton Red music video here in a little bit. But until then, we're going to enjoy a classic death metal band here. One of my faves. Fantastic live. I really loved this EP. So we're going to do Puncturing. See, it gets ahead of itself. We're going to do, because it's a new format here. We're going to do Puncturing the fucking Grotesque by Autopsy. Boom. Fuck yeah. Puncturing the grotesque. Good shit, man. Classic stuff from them. That EP fucking rips. I mean, Autopsy always has that real cool, blend like death metal, a little bit of like, the early death metal shit, because Chris, was like in that first wave. I love that kind of like that punk style that goes along with it, which kind of blends in really well with some of the other stuff that is, especially the YouTube friendly stuff. But later on, we're going to get into a little more. I do have a BitChute playlist that I actually line up for this, so that means we can get into some really edgy shit. But of course, we will save that for Rumble. I do have a lot of stuff in the YouTube playlist here. Shit, I'm on Grinder. Oh yeah, I got to say hey to, I saw, where was it? Yeah, I see Matt's over here. Metal AB, yeah, Mr. Brown. Goat DCLX V1 Worship. Sup, Drew? Glad you're back. 666. Do I have to look at YouTube to see the avatar? I don't know which. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who that is. But if I saw the avatar, I would probably know. But I'm looking at the Rumble Studio chat and it doesn't show any avatars. So, yeah. So I'm kind of somewhat back. Again, we will do a little bit for YouTube. But then we're going to kick YouTube out. So I would strongly recommend, when you see this, that's the end of the stream for YouTube. But we are also up. The links are up here. We are on Rumble. We are on Kick. And Big Mingus is like the comrade over at Kick. This is the only thing that sucks about the studio chat here, is it doesn't include the Kick comments. So the live chat over at Kick, where a few people are, it's like kind of growing over there a little bit. But Big Mingus is like the main guy, the honcho over there that's always keeping the chat rolling over on Kick. But unfortunately, his comments don't show up in the Rumble chat that collects YouTube and Rumbles. So, we got to do what we got to do. But it's great to see all you guys, for real. Thanks for coming out. I would strongly recommend, I mean, you could go to Kick. The Nun with the Titties, 666. Oh, boy. So I would strongly recommend, if you want to watch most of the stream, this is going to be the ongoing thing with my streams. I would recommend you don't have to have a Rumble account to watch over there. But if you want to comment, you're going to have one. Just use an old junk email or something. I'm telling you, like most of the streams are going to happen over there. But again, if you don't have that, I think a lot of people have Kick. I had never even looked at Kick before until I started doing this when people recommended it. So I would recommend you guys head over there, because we're only going to do a few more tracks that are YouTube friendly, and then we're going to kick YouTube out and go straight to Rumble and Kick. All right. Let's set up the next track here. Because like I said, I have a new way of setting this shit up and a new way of doing things. I think it'll help the stream maybe flow just like a tad bit better. What is that? Oh, that is not on my end. That thing going on with the chat right here. Oh, I think it's... Oh, fuckers. Did they keep that? Okay, you're going to see that pop up every once in a while, because that is part of the chat border thing. Shitler616, nice shirt. Oh, yeah, you familiar with the mentors? Big Mingus, you can say all the spicy stuff. Yeah, Rumble is pretty fucking free speech. I'm not going to say it's like an absolute free speech bastion, but it's way the fuck better than YouTube. And so far, I haven't had any problems on Kick. The only thing I've noticed about Kick, though, is it removes the live streams after a while. Rumble keeps everything in perpetuity. So almost all the videos that I do go straight to Rumble. Now a lot of them are not strictly metal related. I do metal related content, but I also do like, you know, pro white content, you know, political content, stuff like that on Rumble, which again is just out of the fucking question on YouTube. Anyways, let's play some fucking tracks here, man. Here's some good shit with Doom, Sick with Society. Hell yeah. A fucking classic. I really, really like that band. That was one of those bands I liked at first listen. You know, it's part of that crust punk thing, and most crust punk is like far lefty, you know, fucking, you know, make you want to vomit kind of shit. But that's a band, just it's such a fucking awesome sound, man. You can't help but like it. All right, have you guys checked out the new Morden Red video? Shitler says, I just got into NSBM. Well, you were in the right place, sir. Pantheon is insane. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Have you guys checked out the latest Morden Red? We're going to play their new music video for the track Filth Walker, coming off their new split. Tried everything I can to, I mean, just a little bit of light I can shine. You guys all know Morden Red. You guys are familiar. Just awesome band. Great dudes. Badass sound all around, you know, that mix of like black metal and punk and just all kinds of insanity, man. There's so much like hardcore influence and everything that goes on in there. And I think the video came out great. I think the mix came out great. This makes me really look forward to hearing what all comes out of that split that they're doing with the dudes over in Lord Humongous. Fuck yeah, it's so good. It is, man. Really good, and it was a lot of fun being over there hanging out with all these fucking maniacs. Everybody's running around with swords. You guys should have seen like the pile of weapons they had on like the table and everything. It's just that and a bunch of fucking, you know, rape masks and all the shit that they wear and everything. Just badass all around. Lord Necron, what's going on, man? Drew and crew, what's up, dude? Shredbeard, who fell on the drum kit? That was great. You know, they were kind of upset that they didn't get full footage of it. But yeah, everybody's, we're moshing and they're playing like they really play like live to get like that footage. Like they were legit playing, like a little like mini set in there. I forget how many songs they did, but we were all like legit just like jamming to it. They're all making all this fucking noise, playing a live show in this like this small room, and everybody's like moshing around and shit like that. And then like the next thing you know, some dude is like holding a beer. You just see beer just kind of like go flying, and motherfucker falls backwards over into like the fucking cymbal stand and just like busts the bottom off of it. And it's like, oh shit. And it was like right there. I want to say, if I remember right, it was like right there towards the end of a song. Yeah, Frasier was definitely there. That's why I was like, man, everybody's going to know this motherfucker because he's walking around. All of us have masks on, right? But then he's walking around with his fucking crown on. Ah, motherfucker. Everybody knows how Frasier is. So, yeah, it was a fucking blast, man. But they're, no poser shit. This wasn't like we all just faked moving and there was no actual noise. No, like they played like a mini set in there, and everybody was having a hell of a time, man. They just ordered like a shitload of pizza. There's all kinds of like weapons on a table and a bunch of masks and stuff, and they were like, let's party Morton Red style. And yeah, it was fucking great. Had a blast. I can't wait to see Morton Red at Dead by Dog this summer. Yeah, they're a great band, man. A great bunch of dudes. If they come to your neck of the woods, which I know they're doing this little mini tour and all that, they come to your neck of the woods, man, check them out. I know they're doing a bunch of stuff more towards the East Coast. But yeah, those awesome guys are a lot of fun live. The music's great, man. Another thing I was going to say about that is, I don't know if I mentioned that, but with this track, this is the first I've heard that's going to be on this latest release that they're doing. And dude, like the mix sounds fucking awesome. Super Covet says, wish I could have been there. Yeah, man, it was fucking great. All right, enough of my yapping. Morton Red speaks for itself. Filth Walker.
During the day, tries to get it all.
You just hear Fraser in the back. Ah, motherfucker, motherfucker. Oh man, good shit, man. I'm so fucking happy for those dudes. It's great that the video came out like that. The sound sounds fucking excellent, and also just a awesome song, man. I love that they write tracks that are that fucking catchy, like that catchy with that kind of an edge to it, and it's like the imagery. It all just goes together, man. Yeah, you guys get to see them at Dead by Dog. You guys are in for a treat. We got some other motherfuckers in here, man. I saw Mr. Coconuts himself pop in here. Mr. Kai, that's Hawaiian death metal. I recommend that every chance I get. Dude makes some great stuff. You know, Paul, I was going back watching some of like the earlier streams and stuff because I finally I got the guitar set up where I'll eventually be able to maybe play some guitar on a live stream. I did all that, got the sound set up and everything. And then I'm sitting there like, but what would I play? So I could always just play a bunch of random riffs, but does anybody like actually want to hear me like play? Not on this stream, I won't do it, but maybe in a future one. You guys really just wanted to see me sit here and like play guitar in front of my cool backdrop and all that? Drew, were you in that video? Yes, I was. I was in that video. I was the handsome Chad in the Zodiac Killer mask wearing a Destroyer 666 back patch. I'm that feller. Thanks, Drewcifer. Of course, man. Great fucking tunes. And speaking of great tunes, man, there's fucking Necron. We're gonna do one more here that's for YouTube. Uno Mas Amigos. And then we're gonna kick it over explicitly to Rumble and Kick. He says I just play random shit. I guess I could do that. I could play you guys some just like varying stuff. I think I'm gonna fuck with you guys though if I do that. I'm gonna come in here and then I'm gonna hold my V and then I'm gonna set it aside and pull out like an acoustic and start playing like classical and bore the shit out of you guys with that. Alright, which one do I want to play here? That's not another thing about ripping these straight from fucking YouTube is I don't want to play like an entire EP. I just want to play a track. And let me make sure I got the timestamp right on that. Yeah, so we're going to do one more here. If you guys do not have a Rumble, if you don't have a Kick, the link is right here on the screen. You don't have to sign up. Of course, all this shit's free. There's no issue with that. But I would recommend, because most of like the streams I do, the vast majority of the content on these streams is going to be to Rumble and Kick. And also I need to check if anyone else... Mingus is still chatting it up over there on Kick. I was explaining to everybody that that's the only thing about the chat you see here on the screen. Is it combines the Rumble chats, it combines YouTube, but it does not combine the Kick chat. So Big Mingus is just like partying it up over there on fucking Kick. But Kick and Rumble are available. We're going to do one more track here on YouTube, and then we are going to kick YouTube. We're going to knock it the fuck out, kick it to the curb. Then we're going to go have some fun playing some edgier shit over there on these other sites that are a little more speech friendly. But it is, for those of you who don't come by and just stay here on YouTube, it's your prerogative, man. Love you guys. Great to see you, the fucking YouTube family. All right. Let's play some Complot. That belch is back in my drinking days. It was me after like a 12 pack. Man, like in the old podcast days I used to do with some buddies back this like 2014, 2015. Bro, like back in those days, I would hammer like a 12 pack throughout a podcast. And dude, by the end, I'm just making those exact same guttural fucking noises. Hell yeah, Complot. That's a great band. That's French Canada. Hell yeah, that track was Extinction off the Extinction EP. That's a band that it's, I want to say on YouTube, it's hard to find just tracks from them. Like everybody that uploads any of their shit puts up like whole fucking, EPs and stuff. Yeah, it is. Well, that's fucking, are you talking about fucking ripped as in 12 beers? Yeah, dude, I used to do that shit. I was way heftier than I am now. But yeah, I haven't, actually, you know what? This month is a year sober. Haven't touched a drop of booze. Obviously, I don't smoke weed or I don't even smoke cigarettes or anything like that. So I might have a cigar for America's birthday. Big 250. I might have a cigar for that, but no, I don't smoke. Quit drinking about a year ago. It's a year ago this month. I think the 20 something. It's crazy how time flies, man. Especially when you're sober. Fuck yeah. All right. Fellers. I meant that song too. Fucking rips. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. War metal all day, every day. Great stuff. And dude, some of those bands, they just have the fucking best. He says I destroy cheeseburgers. Well, I'll tell you what, you'll want to destroy cheeseburgers when you're 12 beers in. Dude, fucking everything looks delicious. Fucking Indian food looks delicious, probably. I don't know. I don't hang around a whole lot of Indians, but I've seen videos of that shit where it's like straight liquid. Bro, if it looks like that going in, what's it look like coming out? It's just like a varying degree of colored paste with like no meat in it. You ever watch these motherfuckers make sandwiches? These like street vendors, these Indians, and they're just like slopping different colored slime on top of the bun. Holy shit. Shred, didn't we have a beer together in Houston? Wait, I was drunk. You were drunk, sir. No, you did not have a beer with me. I was sipping off the water cooler the whole fucking time. Soylent Green. All right, fellas. It's going to be it for YouTube. YouTube is getting knocked the fuck out. Say your last goodbyes. If you're sticking around on YouTube, we appreciate you guys coming out, man. But we got some fun shit we want to do. We got some, some stuff that YouTube's not going to appreciate too much, unfortunately. So we're going to have to drop it, man. Mexican is the best drunk food and hungover food. Yeah. Dude, and especially if you go to certain spots, man, like those little taco trucks, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. But all right, YouTubers, check out over on Kick. Check out over on Rumble. The link is up here. We're going to keep the party going. But thank you for coming out. And for those of you who stick around, we're going to get into some fun shit. Dropping YouTube in 3,